I want. My ears will ring for years, I think. I hope you've enjoyed your fellowship time. We're ready to proceed with our meeting. I have a video to share with you. A Rotary promotes peace.
A single act of good can go a long way. It can cross oceans, cure disease, and create equality. As members of Rotary, we are people of action, and our actions have the power to speak loud and clear. We choose to see what's possible for our world and take action to shape it into all the good it could become. Through our commitment to peace and justice around the world, we've seen its boundless potential firsthand. We see it every week across the globe as more than 35,000 Rotary clubs bring together women and men with leadership skills and diverse perspectives to unite communities around a common purpose. We're investing in programs that deepen cultural understanding while addressing the core causes of conflict so we can reduce violence and build trust. We believed the most important investment we'll ever make is in people, training young leaders to thrive and be resilient. As the Rotary Peace Centers thrive and our 60-year collaboration with the United Nations continues, the impact of our peace-building efforts is even further amplified, giving the voiceless a platform to speak for themselves and helping Rotary find potential in unexpected places. Today we invite you to see what's possible, because when we gain new perspectives, we have the power to change the world. Learn how you can support the cause that means the most to you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy that inspirational video. At this time, we're going to be introduced to our guests. Any visiting Rotarians and members with guests, please come forward so we can say hello.
Thanks. Okay. Come on over, Nick. Today we have Nick Novell with us. He's with our SEAL team, our contracting energy efficiency side, specializing in helping neighbors in lower income residential populations. So, please get to know Nick, and he'd love to help you out. Thank you.
Thank you. Turn right in front of the camera so you can see yourself on there.
Pink mark. Hi, I'm Laura Lorenz from PNC Bank, and I'm happy to introduce my guest, Aaron DeVries. He is the business banker for PNC for the Lakeshore region from Grand Haven to Ludington.
Mm-hmm. Welcome. Amy will take that. And we have no students with us this week, so Marty, you don't even have to cheer us up today, but if you want to, for just old time's sake, that's okay. Thank you for that. We are ready to go to our program on membership, and Marianne Gorman is going to guide us through this. Welcome.
Do you want me to bring up the first slide? I will if you're ready for it. Yep, I am. Yep. So our membership council is just so pleased to be able to bring this program to you today. First, I want to share with you some of the, what I call kind of the big picture of about our club. We're also going to share two videos that Mike Focus helped us produce, which we're excited to share those with you. And we've also built in time for you to have discussion and for you to share some of your thoughts and your desires about your own membership experience here in Muskegon Rotary. We are going to have, I don't know that I'll hit the gong like Ginny does, but we'll probably signal because we have discussion leaders at each one of your tables. And we also have short forms that we're going to ask you to answer 3 different questions. And we're going to collect those at the end of the meeting, summarize them and share what you've thought about and talked about today at your table, and we'll get that into the RIM. One of the first things I wanted to share is that recently at the district level, it was brought to our attention that district-wide, there has actually been a drop in the number of members by about 11%. And some of you may remember that we have 55 clubs in District 6290. But this is Muskegon Rotary's club membership experience from January of 2020 through the end of this year. And I think you can see that we too had a dip, but we have actually rebounded, and we are higher at 254 members. We're way back up. In fact, I think we're higher than we were pre-COVID. So that's a good metric to know about. You know, people ask me sometimes, what's the secret sauce of membership? And I'm contacted by chairs from other clubs. And the one thing that I say to them is, the slogan that was popular several years ago, each one bring one, I think people in this club have taken to heart. So the applause you just gave is really for each one of you. We have a strong membership council, but I'm going to tell you, it's the individual members. It is you, especially newer members. You guys are on fire in terms of inviting other people to come and experience what Muskegon Rotary has to offer. One of the goals that we had set was to have parity. Now, parity among gender, and you can see right now we're almost 48% female and 53% male. I've been around long enough to remember the days when that was not the case. I remember coming to a meeting 30 years ago and making the mistake of sitting at an all seasoned Rotarian table and got the stink eye pretty good. So things have changed. We've had, some of you remember Sue Wieringo. She was the first woman president. She recently passed away, and I looked that up, and she was president in 1999, 2000. So we're happy about that. Another goal we've had is younger members. We've reached out and done some joint planning with the JCs, and as you know, their members age out when they turn 40. The biggest cohort we have right now, age-wise, is those of you who are aged 50 to 59. That's 26% of our club. Where we'd like to see growth, of course, is 2029, 3039, and 4049. So I don't think any of you are going to manage to get younger, but you could think about how you might invite a younger colleague, a younger neighbor, a younger friend to join the fun, okay? I like that number that's 70 plus, frankly. That's 21% of the club. And I think that you could interpret that perhaps to mean that when people reach that golden year age, they don't slide away from Rotary. They have stayed involved, and I think that that's a pretty good indicator that we're still relevant to people across all ages of the spectrum. Rotary International no longer makes a big deal about professional classifications. Again, in the old days, we could have one of every profession in our club, and now come one, come all. We have, you know, a lot of different professions. These are not percentages, these are real numbers, and we have the highest are people who are in business or providing professional services, either working for a company or independently owning that company. That's 44 members. We have 38 members that are involved in finance, insurance, and real estate, 33 in health, 33 nonprofit, and so on. If you're a retiree, but you're still involved in consulting, or if I knew what you did before you retired, I actually put you in that professional classification. So if you're a retired school administrator, I counted you as being involved in education. If you retired as a leader of a nonprofit, as I did, that's where I went. So we're going to have some discussion around these questions. Before we do that, we're going to see the first video. You're going to see Amy Seymour, who's a member of our recruitment committee. Frankly, I went out online to see if there would be a 2 or 3 minute trigger film that I could, show you, and we just didn't find anything that was very good. And so I talked to Mike, can he produce one for us? So this is the premiere of our membership recruitment video. Amy Seymour.
Hi, I'm Amy Seymour. I have the pleasure of serving on the Membership Recruitment Committee. Congratulations, you are part of the Muskegon Rotary Club, bringing together people across generations who wish to make a difference in the world, in our community, and within ourselves. People sometimes ask me, how do you have time for this or that? Being active in Rotary allows us the opportunity to impact hundreds or thousands of people at a time. This is why I have time for that. Membership to Rotary has been an extraordinary gift, and I thank my sponsor for that life-changing opportunity. Membership allows chances to make friends, develop leadership skills, travel, and to weave service above self into my life. As we live our busy lives, think about those people who would benefit from this extraordinary gift that would help shape our world and community. Now, how do you find potential members? They may stop by for a lunch meeting. If you notice a person that isn't familiar to you, introduce yourself. Invite them to sit next to you at your table. Introduce them to other members. Potential members may see our amazing website and all the programs and activities we offer. A member may bring them as a guest, or the best way to recruit a potential member is by asking them directly. Tips for recruitment. Ask the potential member for coffee. We have fantastic coffee shops in our area. Talk about your experiences of Rotary and why being a member makes you feel good. Listen to their story. Focus on the person. What are their passions and interests? What do they care about? Do their interests align with our club? Your personal testimony is valuable. Let them know why you joined. Is it for friendships, networking, professional growth, service to others, travel? After listening to their story, get them involved. Talk about our service projects. We have many. Invite them to a food truck distribution. Participate at our Rotary's Day of Caring team. Bring them as a guest to a fundraiser such as the Community Pours. Make the connection to the projects and causes we support with the impact that Muskegon Rotary is having on our community. Now that you know them, host them to a meeting when a topic may be of particular interest to them. The ask. Allow the potential member time to ask questions. Give them opportunities to get acquainted with the club and to understand the expectations of being a Rotarian. Rotary is a platform to help others in need. Not just one, not just hundreds, but thousands of people in need. Across the ocean or across your street. Never stop helping the one, but never pass up the opportunity to help the more. Come out and help us. You will feel good about being a Muskegon Rotarian.
So what we would like you to do next is just at your tables, do the quick exercise of ranking and dealing and addressing question 1, if you would. Okay, we're going to look at the next video. And after this video, which Lisa Stafford just did a great job talking about, it's, you know, what do you do after the ask? Well, we're talking about retention and engagement, which is so, so important. And so that's what our second video addresses. And then you'll have a chance to talk among yourselves again, and we hope you'll answer questions 2 and 3.
I am Lisa Stafford. I joined the Engagement Committee soon after becoming a Rotarian. Since that time, when I meet a new Rotarian, I make it a point to ask them a question that unveils the very heart of their decision to join our club. And without exception, their responses echo a resounding commitment to values that are at the core of Rotary. 2 common threads that weave through the narrative of every new Rotarian are: first, I want to be a part of something that gives back to the community. This sentiment is the heartbeat of Rotary, a collective rhythm that resonates with the desire to create positive change, to be a force for good in the communities we serve. And secondly, I am looking for networking opportunities with like-minded people. Beyond its impactful service projects, Rotary is a network of connections, a web of relationships that extend far beyond the confines of our meetings. It's a network built on shared values, common goals, and a commitment to making a difference. Our committee is the bridge that connects these aspirations to the reality of meaningful engagement. It's the platform where service meets fellowship, where community impact aligns with networking opportunities. The Engagement Committee is about welcoming new members into our Rotary family. That's where our Navigator program comes in. Our Navigator program is more than a mere initiative. It is a personalized journey for our new members. This program assigns a seasoned Rotarian as a mentor to guide and support new members in their Rotary journey. This deliberate integration ensures they become an integral part of the vibrant fabric of the Rotary community. Our navigators encourage mutual learning and collaboration. They allow for feedback from new members on their experiences, and then they utilize that and those insights for continuous improvement. The relationship between the navigator and new member is a two-way street. Both parties can learn from each other's experience and perspective. A navigator can meet for coffee and share their Rotary journey. Maybe attend a new member's social event or meet up for a cocktail at events such as Pours for Community. Collaborative projects are an excellent way to strengthen bonds. New members can embrace active participation by taking initiative and starting conversations with fellow Rotarians before meetings or through digital platforms. Also by exploring the various committees and ongoing projects within the club. True engagement in Rotary is a dynamic and ongoing process that involves not only attending events, but participating, connecting, and contributing to the shared goals and values of the Rotary community. In Rotary, we don't just dream of a better world, we create it, one project, one connection at a time.
So if you could just take about 5 minutes to talk about question 2 and 3, that'd be great.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the room here doing the Zoom call, Zoom hosting. And so we've been doing most of this in the chat room. But if you would like to take over the discussion, if anyone would like to speak, that would be great. I'll mute at my end though, because of the noise.
Okay. One of the questions I have is how will we get the Zoom participants' feedback to Marianne Gorman or who's ever going to compile it?
I've just been writing mine in the chat, Bill.
Okay.
Ginny did say that she was going to capture these and send them on to Marianne.
Okay.
So I hate to break this up a little bit, but we did want to have some time for just general questions. General questions about membership. You know, Ginny introduced this with everything you always wanted to know and were afraid to ask. Well, please don't be afraid to ask. There's no silly question out there at all. What did you think of the videos? I'll ask that. Yeah. Well, thank you to Mike. And, you know, I'll make an editorial comment, you know, and I can't say for sure, but I have a pretty strong suspicion, and I think you probably do too, that one of the reasons that we were able to bounce back from the COVID dip was that we actually, we've continued to do hybrid meetings. We also offer Rewind, which is a great alternative for those who are, not able to come in the middle of their workday to a noon meeting. So, and I think, we really invite you to think about other creative ways that we can help Muskegon Rotary be more accessible, okay? So, Jay.
Thank you. I think we should consider maybe cutting our dues in half. I think the cost of membership is a barrier to entry for that group you want to increase in 19 to 29-year-olds, also for maybe some other socioeconomic groups. I think this luncheon should be maybe done once a month, where we network and we induct people and we give Paul Harris Awards. The other 3 or 4 Thursdays a month, we should be meeting and fanning out in groups of 50 or so and doing service projects in the community. I don't think we need to advertise ourselves at all if we were that engaged.
Thank you for that. You're going to make Amy get her exercise today.
I was just thinking that. So anyway, when I came in last year, I had a lot of help getting things rolling. And of course, I wound up doing shirts. And I've modified that so that there's a handout if you want to know how to get your own darn shirt without waiting for the store to open. But we just created that, and Melissa has been starting to hand it out as of yesterday, or when was the coffee thing? 2 days ago. So anyway, I wrote it down on here, but my question is really, for me as a new member, I didn't know all the things that were available, and using the website was a bit cumbersome for me, and trying to figure out like when things occur and what I might volunteer for was a little bit difficult for me. And I don't know if there's a streamlined process for that. In my head, I know that right when I left teaching 6 years ago, there were 3-dimensional grids that you could make that just started happening, and in them you could put something like dates and who was in charge of the committee and be rotatable and clickable. And I don't know if we have some easy way of finding things to do or just looking at what's available and volunteering that maybe goes a year in advance, even if it doesn't have the exact dates, it would have the items.
So the short answer to that is I think we've tried to transition more to a digital communication. And I know that presents some challenges. Ginny put together that really great list of committees with chairs and email. On page 3 of your directory, which is printed, a lot of clubs don't bother to print a directory. We do still. You know, when you see a committee in there, you can find page 3, the committee and the chair. I understand that in the coming months, Club Runner, which is the app that I use a lot, I've got the mobile app on my phone. Names of folks are, are right there in your phone. Club Runner is going to be improved because I agree with Karam. It's unwieldy. It is not user friendly, but ideally that app would allow people that are coordinating and sharing all the events we have, whether they're fundraisers, whether they're club extra meetings, socials, new member socials, all that activity would be available to people and they could log on and find it. But we have to make sure that the app is user-friendly, that you can navigate it. And then if we're driving traffic there, we have to make sure that the information is current. And those of you that work in IT, you know those challenges. Those of you that work in communications know those. It is challenging. We're lucky that we have some talented people like JJ doing our Facebook presence now. We've got Mike doing our website. So we're getting there. We're not where we would like to be. Andrea.
Hi. Just building upon the comment that Jay had about the dues. I know that there was a presentation last year that kind of showed us where the money goes for each of our dues. And I know that there has been discussion, I'm sure, among the board about that. I wonder if there has ever been a consideration for having kind of an introductory membership level for maybe young professionals. Is that something that's ever been discussed?
I think it certainly could be looked at. It has been discussed, says President Ginny. Our dues are actually lower than many, many, many clubs, which isn't to discount, Jay's comment or your comment. It's just, it is what it is. Dave.
Get a lower price. Maybe members under 30 get a lower price. You're still getting established, and everyone else subsidizes that in some way. Well, that's everybody.
We call that a slippery slope. But we do look at it and discuss it.
Thank you for the wonderful list of committees, but I would say one committee was missing, and it's a committee of one who's in charge of all the student guests, and I would love some help. So feel free to write that down. Or sadly, I can't be here every week, so if you're interested, if you're an alumnus of one of the schools and would love, like Amy helped last week with the Wildcats when they were in town, please write down the school, and I'd love to have some help if I happen to be your school on a certain day.
May I say, because you were on vacation, I didn't want to bother you.
So I think we could, thank you for your participation. That was the whole idea of this, to, get some input from you and not just, talk to you, but talk with you and get some of your ideas. And if you didn't have a chance to express some of these thoughts on paper or in the Q&A, you've got the names of our committee chairs. Have at it, Andy.
there we go. Say a couple of things that I think this club does very well. One of them, I know you all know this, but I don't think we can say it too often, how fortunate we are to have Mike Vogus doing our production. I go to so many public events that are ruined, effectively ruined by poor production. So I'm just so glad that we have Mike. The other thing is our two editors of the RIM. Thank you. Thank you. For a moment, it escaped me. It's an excellent resource. I must confess that for the first couple of years of my membership, I didn't pay any attention to the RIM. Now I read it every week, and I learn so much from it, even if I missed the meeting. So we're very fortunate to have the RIM, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some other things.
So thank you to our discussion leaders and all the members of our membership committees and our leadership. You know, when people have served as leaders of our club, they don't just evaporate and go away, they stay involved, and that really gives us, you know, depth in the bench.
Got one more question.
Okay, this is maybe odd for the Rotary Club. In my years in Muskegon, I've been on many boards, and I've been on some corporate boards and tried to give some good advice over the years. And I'm not really sensitive to the money issue at this stage of my life, but there was a time when I was, you know, concerned about how expensive it is to be a member of Rotary. But I understand that a bulk of it is the lunch, which I think is important, and I don't want to discontinue that. But maybe Rotary should look at owning a building and having a catered lunch, which I think would be significantly less money. No? Well,
I just did the research on behalf of the board less than 2 years ago.
okay. No, I'm wrong? Okay.
And nobody wanted to do it.
And we didn't just, that's a whole nother discussion. Talk to me.
Okay, all right, I'm done, thank you.
Don't go away. I just wanted to say, the paperwork on your table, please get that information to Mary Ann and the rest of the membership committee. They look for your input and all your ideas. You people are full of ideas. Get on the board, serve on a committee. We need leadership people, so there you go. Thank you so much. Thank you to the membership committee, and we love your videos. Okay, we are moving on to birthdays. We seem to be doing 3 a week in February. Jackie Farr, his birthday is February 24th. Happy birthday, Jackie. Jim Fisher, February 26th. I think, is Jim here? I thought he was. Oh, there he is. Happy birthday, Jim. And Cody Chipman. I don't know if Cody's here, but he'll have a birthday on February 28th. And again, I won't sing to you, but we appreciate your contributions to the Caring Connection. We have a spotlight video for you this afternoon. The Honorable Jenny McNeil.
I'm Jenny McNeil. I joined Rotary in 2018. I have been involved mostly in Rotary with like the parties in the park has been my main involvement since I joined Rotary. And obviously attending all the meetings and all the functions that Rotary has. Well, obviously in my day job, I'm a circuit court judge. I'm assigned to the family division, currently the presiding judge of the family division. And I deal with conflict every day. And so I have a vested interest just in terms of my job in looking at ways we can find peace and conflict prevention everywhere, because I think that that would certainly help what I'm seeing in the courts if we could all as a community focus on peace and conflict. So to me, it's an important ideal. I would much rather have people figure out their solutions elsewhere instead of coming into the courthouse. One thing I appreciate besides the service above self about Rotary is just the bringing together of people in the community every day. I see the conflict. That's what I do. Try to resolve conflict or make decisions for people. So for me, I enjoy the Rotary aspect of people in the community working to make things better, to end the conflict, to end whatever issue, we're working on at that point, but basically just to make the community better. And so for me, it's really inspiring. It helps kind of fill up that need in me to be around the positive. I'm always disappointed if I can't make a Rotary lunch because I just get so much out of being around people who care about the community. And Rotary, that's what Rotary is to me. It's people coming together who care about the community, just trying to make a difference and make it better.
Thank you. We have no inductions or Paul Harris Fellow Awards today. So I'm going to move on to announcements. Rewind will not be meeting this evening. They're probably recuperating from the fabulous chili cook-off. So, the Braver Angels workshop is tomorrow, Friday, February 23rd at the Norton Shores Library from 8:30 to 11:30. Our new member social event will be held on Thursday, February 29th at the Heritage Museum of Business and Industry from 5 to 7. And next Thursday, February 29th, is the last day to purchase district raffle tickets. The tickets are $20 each. I have the tickets with me today because Meredith is not with us. And if you'd like to purchase one, you can see me after the meeting. And then we had a special announcement come in from our Zoom participants. Jillian Fano, who we know as Luca, she's a Mona Shores student. She's currently in Taiwan as an exchange student. Finished in the top 5 of all exchange students there in a language competition, I guess it was. She will be, because of her finish, she will be attending a trip to a neighboring city with other students as a prize for her outstanding performance. So good for her. And I will say part of your dues supports all these wonderful club activities that we have, our clubs and our committees. So besides eating, that also goes to that. We're ready for our raffle. Mr. Tomczak, what are we going to start with? $20? Everybody's starting big. $299. Oh, congratulations, Myrna. Congratulations. Are we going for 10 now? Okay, 10. $215. Oh, Mr. Snyder, congratulations. And $5. $285. Oh, Mr. Skolnick, congratulations. Okay, we had a little discussion here at the end of the raffle, but we are ready to get our meeting wrapped up. Next week's program will be the Muskegon County Crisis Intervention Team. If you will please, gentlemen, hello, please rise so we can recite the 4-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Go out and create hope in the world. We are adjourned.